Facebook has just announced 3 brand new types of video ads. So I'm going to tell you what they are and how you might be able to use them to make more money in your business. So let's go. Are you ready to break through? Alrighty. Okay, so here we go. Facebook has just announced these 3 big new types of video ads. This is going to be super helpful on the heels of iOS 14 because video is the key format everybody needs to be paying attention to going forward. It builds affinity and it helps close the deal before the click, and it gives you a retargeting audience. So a retargeting audience that's really big in a world where Facebook custom audiences for website visitors are all but going away. And as we know, that's going to happen next week. I'm recording this on, what is the date? Friday, April 23rd. Wonderful. Friday, April 23rd. And this is rolling out next week. So maybe you're watching this. If you're watching this live, hello. If you're not watching this live, you're watching it recorded. Hello. If you're watching it way after, hello from the past. I hope you're doing okay with iOS 14 happening. Because remember, everybody is going to be opted out by default. So here are the 3 big announcements. Let's jump right into the value here. Facebook video topic targeting. So this means that you're going to be able to target your in-stream video ads by topic. You'll have to choose the in-stream only placement on the ad set level for these videos. 20 video topics are going to be available, so we'll see what those are. We don't know what they are. And 700 subtopics are going to be available. Okay, so remember, these are in-stream ads, so these ads are likely going to have to be under 15 seconds long. So just to be clear on what an in-stream ad is, when you have a video, whoops, forgot to turn on my light. Hello, light. Got my Godox SL60 here with my softbox and honeycomb for all of you gear geeks out there. So Facebook in-stream video. So if you're watching a video on Facebook, ads come in the middle of the video, little ad breaks, and that's when you see these videos come in, which is why they have to be super short. And so you're going to have to focus in on making super short videos that are under 15 seconds. Now, according to Facebook, there's some great data here to back up this decision. They say that over 2 billion people watch Facebook in-stream eligible videos every month, and globally 70% of the in-stream standalone video ads are completed. So 70% of in-stream video ads are watched all the way through. That's kind of interesting, right? That's very interesting. So if we get 7 out of 10 people that are watching all of our ads and we're getting all of those views every single month, chances are that we can make ad formats that are really tailored to that. And so my advice would be, once this rolls out, to make sure that you're testing this as the only targeting platform in that ad set, and ideally the only campaign. So when this first happens, what we're going to do at Guide Social, what I'll do for my brand, what I'm going to tell my coaching clients is that you could start testing this short-term video content. I would use the hero system for this because you're still interrupting people. So hook, empathy, response, over-deliver, just like everything that's in my book. And I would definitely test them in their own campaign, ad set, and only choose the in-stream video placement. Make sure that your video is like 10 to 14 seconds long, square format, and it really needs to pattern interrupt in a way that interrupts the pattern. So people are watching an ad, and usually what you're seeing a lot these days is that you're seeing that savvy content creators, and remember, you have to have a certain threshold. I can't remember what it is, but like a certain threshold of page followers, I think. Is that what it is? Anyway, you have to be a pretty big brand on Facebook to be able to even run in-stream ads in your Facebook content. So in order to do that, a lot, and so people stick around and engage through these videos. Sorry, I'm always looking back here to see if there's anybody popping up on chat. I've got my setup here. It's all sorts of bananas. You want to make, like, a lot of these content creators are sort of having teases at the end, like cliffhangers, because they know they're going to go into the ad break. Then we get the opportunity to pattern interrupt them there with the hero system. and then they come out of it, hopefully they take the action. But the thing is, remember, since this is something important, you got to meet people where they are. Since the content creators are going to be creating hooks and to get people to the other side of that ad, they don't want you to click the ad. They want you to keep watching the video. You want them to stop watching the video and click the ad so you can go off platform. So in order to do that, you're going to have to be super enticing. You're going to have a really big hook to get people there. As far as the targeting, this is kind of exciting, but we'll see. We'll see how this rolls. So 20 video topics, I have to imagine that's going to be things like sports, movies, things like that. And the 700 subtopics, well, it'll be very interesting to see how granular and niche they go with the subtopics and what will be available. Obviously, this is all just so that Facebook can beat the iOS 14 thing, because we're going to be able to retarget people who take valuable actions on in-stream videos and be able to serve people more stuff that's more platform specific instead of relying on website custom audiences and website retargeting to be able to make our CPAs and CPLs look halfway decent. So it'll be very interesting to see what they include in the 700 subtopics and also what the CPMs are going to be there, because obviously there's not a ton of ad space there. There's not as much ad space in Facebook in-stream videos as there is in just the Facebook newsfeed in general. So we'll have to see if that actually drives the CPMs on these relatively high, or if there's just not going to be a ton of competition because not a lot of people are making video. My guess is that the CPMs on this are going to be relatively low. That's my guess to start, because there's not going to be a lot of people jumping on these platforms right now. They're not going to know how to optimize content for it, and they're not even going to be testing it. A lot of people aren't like you watching a live stream like this and even know that it's happening. So there you go. So we'll see what happens with this video topic targeting. This is a brand new type of targeting on Facebook and Instagram. So or I guess it's just Facebook. So we have no idea what this is going to be like. We have no idea how good it'll be. And at the end of the day, we're optimizing for the event that we want, like conversions, and iOS 14 is still going to choke the data off from being able to be successful there. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, number 2. This is kind of exciting for me, actually. I'm very excited about this. Instagram Reels ads. Right? Full screen, like story ads with a 30-second time limit. So Instagram Reels are, as you know, the sort of ripoff of TikTok. And what's exciting here is that a lot of people already know how to make content that is optimized for this platform. So, because it's TikTok. So it allows you to make stuff that's really raw. You can easily make on your phone. It's super easy. You just have to follow the specific system. I have the hero system for TikTok, something I've talked about a lot. And the hero system for TikTok, basically you have that hook that takes people through so that they get to the end. You want engagement with that video. You want to keep them in that video, even though it's still going to be interruption marketing. So since it's interruption marketing, you have to hook them even more. But I think that this will be a very interesting format, because we already know how to do it, and there's going to be ways to instantly create this content so that it really blows people away. All of this reminds me of YouTube ads. I think that this feels a lot like YouTube ads to me, because it is that interruption marketing. It is with video, but you have to always keep the mindset in place. YouTube, remember, people go to YouTube to watch video. People do not necessarily go to Facebook and Instagram to watch video content. I think that Reels is going to be a little bit better for this. So you actually may see a very good opportunity here with Instagram Reels, because people are going to be more in the mood to consume your video content when they're in Reels, because they kind of know what they're in for. In the news feed, when you interrupt people with a video, they're doing other stuff. They're doing personal stuff. They're consuming other content, whatever it may be. Okay, number 3, this is sticker ads for Facebook stories. I am least excited about this one. This lets you put stickers on your story ads and receive a portion of that revenue. So it's really sort of influencer related. The best that I can figure this out, it really seems like it's linked to Facebook shops. That's kind of what I'm getting. So you got to have a product in your shop, in your Facebook shop, And a lot of my clients just aren't leveraging this yet because with the costs of that just don't make a ton of sense. But you can basically put a sticker there so that the influencer can get some sort of rev share on it. So anyway, what does this mean for you? What does this all mean for you? And let me just take you into my computer screen here so that you can see. This is Facebook's official thing on it. So it shows you some examples. So this is an example they showed of an in-stream video ad. So this was the content here. See, that's the content. She's doing her content. Okay, and she's getting into it. And now we're going to see an in-stream video ad here in a second. And there's the in-stream video ad. And you see how this is not optimized? Right? It's in 16:9, which I wouldn't recommend. You want to use all of the platform. I also don't love that this doesn't have bright colors. I mean, it's likely to feel it's not going to interrupt your pattern. It's just going to make you want to skip the ad, which you won't be able to do, but tune out. Doesn't do a lot of pattern interrupting. So that's an example of the in-stream that Facebook gave us. Reels, they did not give us so this is an image here. This is what Reels ads will look like. So we'll see how this goes. So they didn't give us a video example. And then this is the sticker thing that they gave us. So you can see this is the sticker, so you can click that and shop now. This is really like more for, the best I can understand it, it's really like more for influencers really than anything else, but certainly a good way to leverage influencers. It's potentially a cooler thing for influencers to be able to promote the products, but honestly this is a good thing. I mean, Facebook, it feels like things are changing all the time, but at the same time, don't you guys sort of feel sometimes that Facebook is ridiculously stuck in the past and like we haven't been able to do new things forever? Like Ads Manager is still as weird and glitchy as ever, and other there's very few placements. The newsfeed still works best. Like at the end of the day, like a lot of things just haven't changed, and that's not good. So potentially this could help. I mean, the further moving into video advertising, and this will help them compete with YouTube ads a little bit more if they can start interrupting people on those platforms. Now, the thing is, it's still Facebook. So it still has a dwindling user base for younger people, whereas YouTube has a better base of younger people on it. So it really depends on who you're advertising to as far as wondering if these kinds of things can work for you. But definitely recommend testing these when they come out. I'll have videos when they do come out, when I'm able to test them, about how to actually use these, leverage these. We'll spend some money at Guide Social testing these out, and with my coaching clients, testing these out and letting you know what the insights are that are working for topic targeting, because it's going to be interesting to see if it works. As with anything, it's always best to play the Facebook game when you can play it, unfortunately, because usually that's how you have a better chance at winning. So I'm very interested to see what types of videos work in these increased in-stream placements, as well as what types of video topics and subtopics are working. And Instagram Reel ads, I'm very interested to see how these ads work, how much we need to interrupt people, how much engagement are on these ads, how much video engagement are on these ads, since people might be wanting to watch a little bit more video. So I'll make sure to report on all that to you. Let me know in the comments, are you excited about this? Are you not excited about this? Are you leaving Facebook ads altogether? Let me know, because I'm very interested to see if you feel that this is a very big deal. Definitely like this video so more people can see it, and subscribe if you got value today. That would be amazing. You can always go to mattjohnstononline.com if you want to get my cheat sheet on how to break through a crowded market and learn more about my coaching program, which is super awesome. I love working with people in that program.